In 1380, in the flourishing capital of Thanglang, Nguyen Trai was born. He grew up in a scholarly family. His father, Nguyen Phi Can, was an honest intellectual, and his mother came from the noble lineage of Tran Nguyen Dan. Yet his childhood was soon caught in storms. When the Ming army invaded, the country sank into flames. His father was captured and taken to the north. The fading figure of his father, among enemy soldiers, left an unhealed wound in the young boy's heart. His family was torn apart, his homeland in misery. Yet in Nguyen Trai's tearful eyes shone a spark of determination. The nation must be preserved. During the years of occupation, Nguyen Trai left Thanglang and sought Lam Son. In the remote forests, he met Le Loi, the Than Ho chieftain, with a grand ambition of liberation. Nguyen Trai offered his intellect and loyalty, devising strategies for the insurgent army. Through long nights, under flickering torches, he wrote letters to persuade Ming generals, wielding the brush instead of the sword. Le Loi saw in him not just a scholar, but a soulmate and the very spirit of the rebellion. Amid the mountains of Lam Son, a sacred bond was forged between the brave leader and the strategist of both pen and sword. Time and again, Nguyen Trai chose to wield words rather than weapons. He wrote letters full of reason, both forceful and humane, addressed to the Ming generals. His words became invisible blades, shaking the enemy's resolve and leading entire troops to surrender. The Lam Son uprising, once small and fragile, grew stronger day by day. Within each scroll, Nguyen Trai held fast to one belief. The core of righteousness is bringing peace to the people. For the people, he wrote, for the people he fought. Against the cruelty of war, wisdom and compassion became the sharpest weapons. After 10 years of arduous resistance, the Ming were forced to withdraw. Thanglang celebrated the triumph with banners covering the sky. In that historic moment, Nguyen Trai recited the Great Proclamation upon the pacification of the Wu. Each line carved independence into the mountains and rivers, affirming sovereignty, praising the strength of justice, condemning the crimes of invaders. The people listened, eyes brimming with pride. The proclamation was not only the declaration of its time, but became an eternal masterpiece, a work of 1,000 ages. In the golden light of dawn, Nguyen Trai stood tall, his face radiant with faith in the nation's tomorrow. With peace restored, the La dynasty rebuilt its rule. Yet Nguyen Trai never sought comfort. He repeatedly submitted memorials urging the king to care for the people, to reduce taxes, to uphold fairness. Before the throne of young King Le Tong, Nguyen Trai poured all his sincerity, hoping the ruler would take the people as the foundation. But his integrity drew envy from those in power. In every word of counsel, his eyes shone with unyielding conviction. To bring peace to the people is the true root of a nation's strength. In 1442, the royal entourage rested at La Chi Vien. That night, under a bright moon, calamity struck. King Le Tong suddenly passed away. The news spread, and slanderous tongues accused Nguyen Trai and his wife Nguyen Thi Lo of plotting the king's death. In an instant, all his great merits turned to alleged crimes. Nguyen Trai looked at his wife, his eyes heavy with sorrow yet calm. He knew that tragedy had arrived, and there would be no escape from unjust fate. Before dawn, the drums of the execution ground resounded. Nguyen Trai and Nguyen Thi Lo were bound and led forth, amid crowds weeping in grief. The man who had penned immortal words, who had helped win back the country, now bore the mark of treason. He raised his head, his gaze steady, as if sending one final message. Justice may be buried for a time, but truth will shine in the end. His blood soaked into the earth, leaving behind boundless sorrow and indignation for generations to come. 20 years later, under the reign of Le Than Tong, the case of Le Chi Vien was redressed. Nguyen Trai's honor and merits were restored, and his name shone brightly in history. Posterity remembers him as a hero of both pen and sword, a great thinker, and a cultural icon of Vietnam. Though his life ended in tragedy, his spirit endures like a guiding flame for future generations. From his story, one lesson stands eternal. Truth may be veiled for a moment, but righteousness and justice live on forever.